What's up? Welcome to Friends in Beauty, a place for beauty industry creators looking to create impact, influence, and longevity. I'm your best friend in beauty, Aquia Robinson, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you my go-to makeup routine to be camera ready and photo ready, because with all of the Zooms that we've been doing, working from home and everything, we have to look flawless all the time, it seems like, even when we're on Zoom. And I'm the makeup artist. I don't really wear makeup that often. A lot of people are always surprised when I tell them that, but I'm the makeup artist that likes to do makeup on other people, and then I be like dry and dusty 99.9% of the time. I have on no makeup, but I'm still cute without makeup. I'm not even gonna say that. I'm still cute without makeup, but when I do my makeup, I need it to be quick, I need it to be efficient, and I need it to be flawless. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you step by step what I do, how I achieve this exact look to film. So if you want to see my process for doing my own makeup step by step, and the products that I use to achieve this look, and the products that I pretty much use on a everyday normal basis when I'm doing my makeup, then keep on watching. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. So, even though I'm a makeup artist, I'm someone who does not like to wear makeup every day. Only time I really do makeup is if I have to record content, or if I'm going somewhere and I have to tell people that I'm a makeup artist. So I'm going to walk you through my routine of how I do my makeup to be camera ready. And also, it's pretty much the same way I do my makeup all the time, anytime I'm being photographed or I have to be on video. So, I'm starting out with clean face. I just wash my face. I have absolutely no product on my face. So first thing I'm going to do is just take some of my OMGLO spray and spray that on my face for some hydration. Next, I'm going to moisturize with the essential oil from my beauty brother, my friend in beauty, Sunny. I'm going to use that to moisturize my face. A few drops in my hand. Yeah. Just moisturize my face pretty generously. I don't really get oily. I do get oily sometimes, like in my T-zone, mostly like my cheek area and my nose. So when I'm filming, I don't really focus on doing like a mattifying primer or anything like that, because the makeup's not going to stay on that long. This is just so I could be presentable on camera. Next, I'm going to take the NYX Angel Veil Primer. This is a nice smoothing primer. And I'm going to put that all over my face, just so the makeup can have something to stick to. All over under my eyes. Make sure I look like a ghost. My skin feels nice and smooth now. So I'm just going to put some chapstick on my lips real quick. Whatever you have to use to moisturize your lips. And that's pretty much it for me for skin prep. Toner, moisturizer, primer. You could go steps, lots of steps further with like serums and eye creams and everything like that. But this is just so we can get ready real quick to film. Alright, so this is literally how I do my makeup. Let's go. Foundation. I'm using the Mented Cosmetics foundation. You see that? I'm using the Mented Cosmetics foundation in M40. I'm so upset that I am a shade lighter than my normal shade of foundation because of this coronavirus. I haven't been outside or traveling or in the sun, but M40 it is. I'm usually D10. So what I like to do is I put this all over my face in the areas where my all over color needs to be. So I'm going to put this mainly here because the highlight is going to be my forehead and under my eyes, a little bit on my chin. So I'm just going around that. And since I'm contouring with powder today, I'm going to put some of my foundation shade on my forehead. And instead of color correcting, what I normally do is I put a little bit of this foundation up under my eyes too, so that when I put my concealer, it won't look too bright. So I let that sit there. Then I take my concealer. This is the LA Girl Pro Conceal in Fawn. Squeeze some of that out and I put that there. Put that there. And this is not like an in-depth tutorial, so I'm not going to talk about, you know, placement or anything like that. If you want a tutorial with me doing like a model or something like that to walk you through like professional makeup look, then let me know, because I smack everything on my face because I know where everything is pretty much supposed to go. All right, so this is how I start off. So I have my all over color in the areas where, you know, the all over color should be. Then I highlight my forehead and under my eyes, and I'll come back to the nose a little bit later. So I'm going to use a damp sponge. This is the Esum Pro Finishing Sponge. This is one of my favorite sponges. So I'm going to use this to start blending in my foundation. So I'm just going to start pressing. And usually it takes me about 10 minutes for real to do my makeup. On my clients, of course, it takes a little bit longer. But, yep. When I get down here, I'm just going to drag it under my chin. But when you're blending and you want that coverage, you start pressing. So I'm just going to go all around my highlight for now. Alright. Whatever's left on my sponge from my all over color, I'm just going to sweep that across my eyes, because I don't necessarily wear eyeshadow. So I don't want you to be able to see the separation between like the foundation and my natural skin. So I'm taking whatever's left on the sponge. Alright, and putting it over my eyes. So now it is time to blend out the highlight. So what I like to do to blend out my highlight, I like to start on the edges first and then tap in the center. So what I mean is, come a little closer, I like to tap on the edges to blend that together. And I'm trying to marry that color with my all over color, and that's why I like this sponge, because that pointy edge can really get in there. So then, as you can see, the other product is just kind of sitting there, so then I go and I press that in. Voila. Then we do the other side. And I like to let this concealer sit down for a little bit. I like to let it sit to get a little bit thicker and tacky. When you just use it straight out the tube, it is a little messy and it moves all over the place. So I let it sit for a little bit while I'm blending my, you know, all over color. Alright, now for the forehead, same thing. I like to blend out the edges first. And then tap in the middle. I do not like spending a lot of time on my makeup, honey. And whatever's left on the sponge. So when I'm blending too, I always try to keep in mind, use one side of the sponge for the all over color, one side for the highlight. So whatever's left on my sponge for the highlight, I'm just going to bring that down my nose, down the center of my nose, so that when I contour, it has some contrast to go against. Alright. But I think I'm okay with this. And I like to switch back and forth between my all over side and my highlight side to make sure everything is being married together. Alright. We go back to my all over color. So I'm about to set now. So I'm going to contour with powder today. So I'm about to set this in place. I think it's looking good from what I can see. From what I can see, is looking good. And normally I do my makeup in the bathroom mirror. I normally don't even sit down and do my makeup, to be honest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out these brushes. So, oh my gosh, one of my students just gifted me her brush set. Her name is Kyla. So thank you so much. So I'm going to use these brushes today. Let me show you what they look like. And I love that they have like these different names. So the powder brush, the name of the powder brush is called Powder Me Down. I don't know if you can see that. Nope, can't see it. So the name of the powder brush is called Powder Me Down. And then you have Make Me Blush. You also have Give Them Face. I love the names of the brushes, it's so cute. Cheeks Snatched. Just Wing It. And I Look Pretty. So I probably should take these out because I'm going to use them. So let me go ahead and take them out the packaging. I don't want to take it out. They're so pretty. I absolutely love these brushes. I'm going to tag her down in the description so you all can check out her page and check out her brushes. They're so soft. They feel so good. Alright, so let's go ahead and set this face. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to grab some of my Danessa Myricks powder. This is 03 in the Evolution powder. And I'm going to use that to set my highlight. So before setting my highlight, I want to make sure everything is blended up under here. And I'm choosing this shade because it has like some of the same golden tones that are in my highlight and in my undertone. So I'm going to use this shade to set my makeup under my eye, on my forehead. Alright, so just making sure everything is blended. And you can either use your sponge or you can use a brush. But today I'm going to just use this brush and I'm just going to dip into here a little bit. And then press it in. And you know that it's set when it doesn't have that sheen to it. So I go ahead and I set my highlighted areas with that. And then I'm going to switch over to a powder brush now. I'm going to use her powder brush, powder me down. And I don't want to get the handle dirty. I have makeup on my hand. I'm going to use powder me down. And I'm going to dip into, this is the Mented Cosmetics translucent powder. It's actually in the shade light tan. So this is what it looks like. I'm going to use that to set my entire face. So I'm just dipping my brush in there. And then you always want to tap off the extra. You see all that powder flying off? You want to tap off the extra because the powder, if you're doing it right, you are packing your bristles with powder. Alright? So you want to tap all of that out. And then press. So now I've lost some of the dimension in my face, so I need to go back and contour. Add some warmth back into my skin. So what brush do I want to use for that? Let's see. I'm going to use the blush brush. Looks like this. I want to use that one. Yeah, I'm going to use that. So I'm going to dip into this. This is the Out of Office bronzer from Mented Cosmetics. I love Mented, obviously. I'm going to dip my brush in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at my hairline first and start packing that color in. And I like to start at the hairline because that's where I want most of the product to be. And then I'm going to start fading it down towards my highlight. Alright. So I got most of my color up here at my hairline. Now I'm going to start bringing it down to wrap around my highlight. And even though this is a blush brush, I love the size of this brush actually for something like this. And I think I'm still going to switch it over when I get to blush and use it. But these brushes feel really good. They're nice and soft. It's like giving your face a nice massage. Now I'm going to do the cheek. I think this is one of my favorite parts. Contouring my little cheek area because I got some cheekbones on me. So I love for my cheekbones to pop out. Do the other side. You know when you catch a glimpse of yourself? Like, I'm cute. Alright. Looking good. Now I want to switch over to All Eyes on Me. It's like a crease brush for the eyes. I like to use crease brushes to define my nose. So I'm using that same bronzer. And I don't like my nose to be like really sharp. I'm really just trying to define the shape since it's covered with makeup and foundation and powder and all that stuff now. So I'm really just trying to define the shape. So I'm going to come down as close as I can to my highlight. Like such. and cut it off at the tip. So I'm really just trying to define it. I'm not trying to create a whole new nose because I actually like my nose. I don't think I need to slim it down or anything like that. So I'm really light-handed when it comes to contouring my nose and stuff like that. So what I like to do when it comes to being on camera and taking pictures and stuff like that, I like to go back and reinforce certain areas with pressed powders. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the pressed powder Iman Clay Medium Deep, and I'm just going to add that to my highlights just so they can pop out more. And it just acts like a filter too. It's like an extra layer of protection for setting under the eyes and the highlights, because sometimes I feel like when you put like the translucent powder on, you lose some of the saturation of the makeup, and I want my highlight to pop out. So I'm just going to take that powder and pop it under there. And if you have a bigger, like smaller, fluffier brush, that would be good, but this is what I can grab right now. And it really further sets under the eye because, you know, that's an area that creases very easily. So setting that. Setting the forehead again. On the nose. Chin, if you want. Alright. So I can see it. I'm sure you can see it. I see some lines of demarcation like on my forehead and cheek area and stuff like that. Sorry. Stuff like that. So what I like to do is just take my powder brush and just tap on those areas like in between the highlight and the contour so they can start to marry together. I think that is looking pretty good from what I can tell. I hope it's looking good on camera. So now I'm going to go ahead and move on to my eyebrows. And normally I don't even like doing my brows, to be honest. Normally what I do is I take some brow gel and just brush through them and call it a day. And I think that might be what I do today. I don't know yet. We'll see. Let me do the brow gel first. So I'm just opening up the hairs so I can see what my brows are looking like. And I hate doing my brows because they're not the same shape and one is higher than the other, and then it'd be a headache. So I'm gonna let this brow gel dry for a second. Yeah, a lot of times I just put this on and I'm good. Let that dry for a second. While that is drying, I'm going to take the same powder that I use to contour, add that warmth back, and I'm going to put that all over my lid. Same brush, same fluffy brush. I don't really wear eyeshadow, so if you see me with eyeshadow, it's a special occasion or I just felt like being extra. But I don't really wear eyeshadow. This brush is a little big to go under my eyes, but it's what I have in front of me, so I'm just going to be careful. So I'm going to take that same color and put that under my lash line. And this is optional. I just like putting eyeshadow down there to really frame the eye, because I'm not wearing eyeshadow. So I need as much as I can get. Should I do my brows? Should I do my brows? I guess I'll try to define the shape a little bit. So my right brow is actually my favorite brow. So I normally start with that. And I really just like to define the shape. I already have brow hair, so it's only certain areas like towards the tail of my brow that I need to add like a little bit more product. But let's see what I could do with these brows real quick. So, oh my God. And I always tell people brows and liner can sense your fear. So you really just have to take like a deep breath and just go for it. So I just wanted to do my shape first. And I try to be as neat as possible because I already have a hard enough time doing my brows already that I don't want to have to go back and try to clean them up with concealer. That's just gonna be a whole nother mess. So I try to be as neat as possible, as precise as possible when I'm drawing them in, so that I won't have to do that. All right, in the front, go up a little bit, and I brush through every now and then just to distribute the product. Bring it over some. And the right brow, I swear my right brow, it gets it done. It's the left brow that I be like, oh my God, somebody come do this for me for real. All right, wasn't that bad. That's cause you watching. And that's why those YouTubers like, I did my brows first off camera. Because brows, oh my God, it's hard to do brows and talk. It's okay. Like, I ain't mad at it. And the thing with my brows too is like I can go overboard trying to, you know, get them, you know, to be exact and all of that. But normally my right brow is higher than my left. So I always have to cheat it up some for it to match. But I don't think I'm mad at this. I might just leave it alone while I'm ahead, because the more I do, it's gonna get crazy. And remember, your brows are sisters, not twins. So just get them as close as possible as you can. But trying to get them exactly the same, you're just gonna frustrate yourself. I think I did it. Oh my gosh. I think that's only because you were watching. Only because you were watching. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is line my eyes. So what I do wear is liner. I love eyeliner. And with my clients, you would literally have to tell me not to put liner on you because I'm gonna put liner. Alright, so let me line my eyes. So I pull my eye a little taut, and I line the top. And I'm not really concerned about the line being like extra precise at all on my waterline. Boom, just like that. Then I'm gonna take some black eyeshadow just to set that liner, just to make sure it doesn't smudge. It normally doesn't. Any black eyeshadow that you have, I'm using this thing is dirty. I'm using the Jaclyn Hill palette from Morphe. It has all of these different colors inside of it, and I'm using the black. So I'm just gonna use that and put that on my bottom lash line, waterline, all of that. And it helps the black to stand out more, but it's also setting it in place to make sure it doesn't budge. All right. Next, what I'm going to do is add some mascara. Here's my mascara. Add some mascara, and then I'm going to add a lash. Only time I wouldn't add mascara before I do lashes is when the person has like a super duper tight lash and it's just curled so tight. A super duper curly lash and it's curled really tight to the eye. I won't do mascara before the lash because it's going to make it really hard to get the lash on. Of course, lashes are optional, but I think it makes a difference. Put some of my bottom lashes. Alright, now it's time for lashes. So the brand of lashes I'm going to use today is Luxe Lashes by Lola, and the pair that I love is called Serenity. This is what they look like, and I've worn these lashes several times before. I'm not even sure how many times, but I just pop them right back into the case and wear them over and over and over again. So the lash glue that I'm using today is the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive from Kiss, right? From Kiss. The Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. Putting that on my lashes. Stop using hair glue on your lashes. I don't know who needs to hear this, but stop using hair glue, weave glue on your lashes and on your clients' lashes. Stop. They have very good lash glues out there where you do not have to do that. Ripping people's eyelashes off. Ripping your own eyelashes off. Alright. So while those are drying really quickly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that same blush brush. I'm going to use the other side. So I use this side for my contour. I'm going to use the other side and dip into my highlighter. And this is the LeBron's highlighter from Artist Couture. Just dust that off. And my god sister gave this to me some time ago. So I'm just going to put that on the high point of my cheeks. A little bit on my cheek. Alright. Other side. I love highlighter. A little bit down the nose with whatever is left on the brush, and a little dusting on my chin, forehead. Alright. Then I'm going to use this old blush that I got from NYX. What is the color called? Cinnamon. But it's a nice pretty orange blush. So I like to use that on the apples of my cheeks. Just to add like a little bit of color. I'm not like a blush girl for real, but I do like orange blush on me. It looks so pretty. Alright, just to add like a little something. A little something. And then I go back with more highlighter. Because I love highlighter. I like to glow. And that's the face. So my lashes should be ready. I do not have my tweezers out. Alright, I'm back. Had to get my tweezers because they help. This is from a company called The Great Lash. And I've gotten really good with putting my lashes on over the years. So let's see what I can do. And there's so many different ways that you could put on lashes. You really just have to find what works for you, because you need to be able to see your lash line. So the mirror is right in front of me right now. Normally when I'm standing up in the mirror, I have to kind of look at like a slant in order to see what I'm doing. Some people, the mirror could be, you know, down below you in your lap. But look at what that does to my eye automatically. Alright, so I got my lashes on. What you think? What you think? They definitely do something with my eyes. My eyes are so small that the lashes really just open them up. So if I'm doing pictures or video, I definitely need to have some kind of lash on. Alright, let me leave them alone. I probably need to touch them up a little bit, but this is it. So let me go ahead and move on to the lips, because I already have my highlighter and my blush. So the last thing is lips. So I like to keep my makeup really simple. So this is a simple look for me. This is pretty much my go-to look. I never really wear eyeshadow. My makeup is always some kind of variation of this, and then I always change out the lipstick. So that's what makes, you know, the difference is the lips. So what I'm going to actually do is something I tried out the other day. I'm going to use a liquid lipstick, this brown liquid lipstick from Magnolia Makeup as my liner. And I'm just going to put some gloss in the middle and call it a day. So that's going to act as like my lip liner. And then I'm going to go in the center with Mauve Me Over from Mented Cosmetics. Use my code AquiaRobinson for 10% off of your purchase. Okay, and they just came out with a highlighter palette that you have to get your hands on too. The Mented is my go-to. So I'm going to use Mauve Over gloss in the center. I love lipstick. Like, that's the only thing that really changes with my makeup routine is lipstick. I don't think I'm a junkie. I won't go as far as to say I'm a lipstick junkie, but I do have a lot of lipsticks. I do have a lot of lipsticks. Alright. What do you think? So this is how I do my makeup. What I'm going to do lastly is just spray my face again with this OMGLO spray. It has like these little highlighter reflex in here. It just feels so good. So that's only if you want that fresh face look and you're not trying to wait for like the natural oils in your skin to break through and for you to look dewy. This would do it right away. So this is the finished look. This is exactly how I do my makeup pretty much most of the time when I have to be on camera or if I'm being photographed. And yeah, I hope you like it. Thank you so much for tuning into this week's video. All of the products that I use are down in the description. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and share this video with another friend in beauty. Also follow Friends in Beauty on social media at Friends in Beauty so you can stay connected and you can know what's up next. Talk to you soon.